make sure this is good. It is. I see the stream. Usually a good sign. It is. It is live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another stream today. We're just going to start it. Okay. Welcome, guys. How's it going? How's everybody doing? First Skorupi of the day. Not shiny. Imagine if that first one was shiny. Oh, I'm not clicked on it. I was like, hello? There it is. All right. We could hit over 2,400, maybe even 25. I'd have to do 332. Yeah, I probably will hit over 2,500 today if we don't get it. Please, God, I hope I do. Welcome. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing great today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. A wonderful day. Let me, as I'm doing this. I'm playing the Paper Mario soundtrack today. This one's always a classic. One of the greatest soundtracks. One of the greatest. Not the greatest. I think Undertale might take it for the greatest video game soundtrack of all time. But this one's up there. This one is up there. This one is certainly up there. Oh, we have Harsh Sunlight today. I wonder if I can even do that. I need to change it then, I bet. Well, Harsh Sunlight might be the same amount of Skorupis, but we'll see. If it gets any crazier, we'll see. Also, if there's another text box that says it's harsh. Sunlight's harsh. Okay, it is bringing up a text box that probably adds a little bit of time to it. All these things being added don't seem good, but we'll see. We'll see what the Skorupi spawns look like, and we might have to change the day. I think it's off by a day anyway, so it might work. I can change it back a day. I think I'm forward a day. And if I change it back a day, I might end up getting what I want. Let's see. Okay, let's go. See what it looks like. System. Date and time. It is not the 3rd. It is actually the 4th. Let's see if the 4th is better. I almost updated it. Okay, I can't tell if it's any different. It is different. Hell yeah, it's normal weather. On the right day. We're on the right day with the right weather, I think. Yes. No harsh sunlight. Perfect. Hell yeah. Okay, sweet. We finally have a day that we can hunt. That's the correct day. So hopefully we get the shiny today, so it'll say the right day when we got it. That'll be the best. Best case scenario. All right. Oh, we need to start a poll. See if we get it. See if anyone actually gets this right. You guys always think it's gonna be that I get the shiny today, and it never happens. But eventually, one of you guys are gonna be right. Will we get the? There it is. Poll is up. Poll is up. If you like the stream, all your dreams will come true. It's gonna happen. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Don't let your dreams be memes. Like the stream. Oh, goodness. This week has flown by. I can't believe it's already Friday, which is not a bad thing because that means we are so much closer to the new games coming out. We are, what? It's going to be coming out 2 weeks from today, right? Not next Friday, but the Friday after. It'll be 2 weeks from yesterday for me. But if you buy it from the Japanese eShop, which I'll have a video up very soon. I need to do that video this weekend. If you buy it on the Japanese eShop, you can play it early. But yes, we are so dangerously close. It's actually crazy how fast it's coming up. It'll be a good day when it comes out. I'm excited for that day. I still haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with the launch. I know I'm going to stream it for a little bit, but I don't know how long, what exactly I'm going to be doing during it. Do I shiny hunt to start off and do shiny full odds? That's a interesting hunt, but I mean, I think it'd be easier because we don't have to interact with the Pokemon. We don't have to like encounter it. We can just literally run around and look for a shiny. Since it's open world, do we just run around at the beginning? I know it's a little bit of a leak, but it's not like it's the end of the world. I don't even know where I heard this. I think it actually might have been one of the previews. You don't run into the trainers anymore. Trainers won't automatically fight you. You have to click them to fight them. So in theory, we could go to any part of the map and should be fine, other than like wild Pokemon killing us if we run into them. But we could go looking for shiny Pokemon. If I find out where the shiny Pineco / shiny Fortress, or if I find out where Pineco and Fortress spawn, I might just have to go hunting for them. It'd be so tempting. How amazing would that be to do my first playthrough with the shiny Fortress? Oh my god, that'd be awesome. That would be amazing. I would be a happy boy. I don't know if I've ever done a first playthrough with the shiny Pokemon. It would be a cool way to do it, but the problem is hunting for that would take probably quite a while. It just depends. I'll go looking. I'll make a lot of decisions the first day to see what I want to do. I'm probably gonna not be able to play through, or not be able to not play through the story. I usually play through the story pretty quickly. When games come out, that's what I do. I don't really dabble around shiny hunting at first, but we'll see. I'm excited to learn about what you do for shiny hunting and what the method's going to be. There's always a shiny hunting method in every game. Every Pokemon game ever that's come out since like Gen 6, maybe even? Gen 6 I know had Friend Safaris, so I know that they had one. But and chain fishing. But every Pokemon game since Gen 6 has had a method to get better Pokemon, to get shiny Pokemon easier. And I wonder what this one's going to be. Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield's one was the brilliant spawn methods, which was not a good method, and people didn't fully understand the method until much, much later. Brilliant spawns. We didn't realize brilliant spawns were what the shiny Pokemon had a better chance of being. So we thought that if you killed 500 Pokemon, that would raise all of your chances to get any of the shiny Pokemon, or any of the Pokemon as shiny. But then everyone thought it was like a 3% chance at 500 kills to get a shiny Pokemon. A 3% chance to have a better rate at getting a shiny Pokemon. But that's not the case. Once you kill 100 Pokemon, you have a 3% chance instead of a 1% chance to see a brilliant spawn. And brilliant spawns have better odds. I think the best you can have odds-wise at 500 is like 400 something. So you have a 3% chance to see a brilliant spawn, which will have a higher chance of being shiny, which is a terrible method still, because seeing brilliant spawns takes a long time, and having a 3% chance for them to spawn with then having a better odds of actually finding it nets you very little increased odds. In fact, I haven't even killed 100 Skorupi. I killed 100 Zigzagoon to see if I could test it. And granted, I did get the Zigzagoon faster, but I didn't get it through a brilliant spawn. And I didn't see that many more brilliant spawns then. I mean, think about it. If we see 3 per 100, we would have seen, let's see, we're at 2189. So we would have seen 62 on average. Right? Did I do my math right? 63 on average. 63 on average. It has to be a factor of 3. 63 on average with 2100. 6200 would be 66 on average, as opposed to 22 on average. So we got 44 more spawns we could have had on average, and would have given us a double odds for each one of those. I mean, it's still not worth the time it takes to kill the Pokemon. You get 50 less encounters. I still think even if you were to kill all the Pokemon, you still wouldn't, the odds of you finding it in the time still wouldn't matter. Grits, welcome. How are you? Like the shocked Pikachu face. So I don't know. The method is lacking, needless to say. It wasn't a good method. So I'm hoping the new shiny hunting method in Scarlet and Violet, whatever it will be, is going to be better. I'm excited to learn about it. Another day, another Skorupi. Joseph, welcome. Joseph, we're just in we're in a fantasy world where these just don't even, the shiny Pokemon doesn't exist. Oh, you son of a gun. Get out of here, Bouffalon. I swear I'm going to run into the wrong Pokemon and that's going to be shiny, and I'm going to be so pissed. Came from one of your Pokemon Unbound vids? I doubt you came from any of... Oh, Unbound vids. I'm thinking Pokemon Unite vids. I was like, I didn't do any Pokemon Unite vids. But yes, one of my Pokemon Unite Unbound videos. What'd you think? A lot of people... I've got to go through my comments. I haven't responded to comments in a hot minute. I'm usually pretty good with those, but... Ugh. But a lot of people on those Pokemon Unbounds in those videos are asking me a lot of technical questions that I probably don't know the answer to. So it'll be interesting. I need to respond to those, though, regardless. But welcome. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed the Unbound video. I haven't done a ROM hack video in a minute. I can do more, but I haven't done one in a minute. The ones that I show you guys how to download videos, a lot of people watch those, though. So those are worth doing. That was at a time, I'm still at it this time, but that was at a time a little bit more where I was wondering what the direction of my channel was going to go. Found it useful because I'm new to getting ROM hacks and stuff. ROM hacks are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. Pokemon Unbound is really good too. My favorite ROM hack is, what is it called? The one with the remake of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And it adds a bunch of stuff. I can't think of what it's called, but it's really, really good. It's my favorite one. Maybe you're the alternate reality and your other selves already caught Skorupi. You're right. Did you ever watch Us? The scary movie Us? Or it's like a thriller, kind of. I'm the other. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side and I'll never get the shiny. That movie's really good. I like that movie. We saw it in theaters when it came out. We saw, so it's Jordan Peele who does these videos. He directs them. And he's done Us. He did, what was the one before that? Get Out, which was an incredible movie. Get Out was really, really good. And then Us was pretty good. And then he came out with, what was the latest one he came out with? And it was, in my opinion, I thought it was one of the dumbest movies I've ever watched. At least at the end of the movie was like, oh, I really like that. And I was like, really? I hated it. It was a terrible movie. I hated it so much. But everyone reviewed it well. Like, it got good reviews. I thought it was such a stupid movie. The whole time I'm like waiting for it. Because I came into it thinking it was going to be a scary movie. And it was more like a thriller at best. More of like a mystery thriller. It wasn't good, in my opinion. Movie, not my favorite. Get Out was amazing. Get Out was so good. Okay, movie, not my favorite. Yeah. Yeah, did you ever watch his newest one? What is it called? Oh my god. It was with like an alien creature. I can't think of what it was called. But I was so excited to go see it. I didn't watch any of the trailers either. I was like, oh my god, Jordan Peele's coming out with a new movie. I've got to go see it. And I thought it was going to be so great. And I was so excited for it. And I was like, it could be really, really good. You know, the first two movies. The first movie was really good. The second movie of his was pretty good. And at least made you think. This movie's going to at least make me think. And I just, I hated it. Google it? Yeah, let me look it up. Nope. It's called Nope. It's called Nope. And let me tell you, I was mad after that movie. I probably have not seen it. Everyone else reviewed it well. Like, it got reviewed well. A lot of people liked it. I literally sat in the movie theater right after it was done. And I thought Alicia was going to agree with me. I thought everyone agreed that it was not a good movie. So I was like, oh my God, that was bad. And she goes, really? I loved it. And I was like, were we watching the same movie? I mean, it took forever to get to the point of the movie. And then when it did, the payoff was just not there. The monster looked stupid as hell. I just was not favorite. It was not mine. Favorite Pokemon of all time? Fortress is my favorite of all time. I don't know top 5. That's an interesting question. I don't know. Mewtwo's probably up there. A lot of them would probably be legendaries after that, believe it or not. I just love legendary Pokemon. Spiritomb would probably be up there. I can't tell you my definitive list. I'd have to look at a full list of Pokemon and try and get my... I don't know if I have a top 5, but probably Fortress, Spiritomb, Ho-Oh's up there. Mew, just because of the mystery of it. I'd have to have a Gen 1 Pokemon in there. I'm trying to think who I'd put up there. Ooh, that's a good question. There's just so many good Pokemon. I'm trying to think. Man, there's such good Pokemon. Greninja's up there. Dragonite probably in the list. I probably put Dragonite in the list. Dragonite was so hard to get in the original Pokemon games because you had to level up so much. And you didn't get Dragonite, or you didn't get Dratini until late in the game in Safari Zone. So actually having a Dragonite was like really difficult. You know, like it took a long time. So those would probably be some of my favorite mythical for sure is Hoopa. I just love his design. Really? I'm coming around to the Hoopa design. I think Hoopa... I didn't like Hoopa originally. But Hoopa really kind of grew on me after a while. I don't know. Base form Hoopa really doesn't have that much personality in my opinion. I just don't think it's that cool of a Pokemon. But I don't mind it. It's not in my top half, I would say, of mythical Pokemon. I'd probably put it in the bottom half. Maybe somewhere in the middle. What's your top favorite Pokemon, Grits? What about you, Joseph? What are your guys' top favorites? Yeah, but Nope made me mad. It makes me mad just thinking about it. I just thought it was I hated it. But I was like shit talking on the way home, and Elisa's like, "All right, I like the movie. Stop ruining it for me." I was like, all right, I'll stop. I would say just go into it with low expectations, and you will probably enjoy it more than... I just had really high expectations, and the payoff just wasn't there. So, if you ever go see it. It's an entertaining movie, I would say. You'll be entertained. It's just... Are you not entertained? Anyone name that movie quote? One of the best movies. One of my favorite movies of all time was from that quote. Garchomp, Mega Charizard, Y, Hoopa, Giratina. I'm not sure what else. Kind of hard to say. Garchomp is your favorite. That's interesting. I think shiny Pokemon play an effect on me of what my favorite are at times. Not my favorite. Like Fortress was my favorite before I even knew what shiny Pokemon were. But Garchomp's shiny is just I'm glad my favorite Pokemon has a decent shiny. It's not the best, but like it's decent. Garchomp's, I have so much. I wish it was better. I just wish it was better. The shading on it is just, it could be so good. Poliwhirl is the GOAT? No, false. I think it was Gladiator. Oh shit, Grit's got it. Good shit. Yes, the Gladiator is the movie from that. That is the movie. Giratina, Lucario, Lugia, Mewtwo, Blaziken. Lots of legendaries. I love it. Giratina is a really, really cool legendary. Giratina is very good. Shiny Pokemon, I still find it cool. Yeah. I love shiny Pokemon. As you can tell, obviously. Where do you put... Grant, where do you put Buzzwole on the list? Does it reach your top 5? Good old Swirl. I have to do Final Evolutions for me. Like, something about Final Evolution Pokemon is just... I don't know. I never keep the Pokemon not the Final Evolution. Unless it's a shiny Pokemon that evolves into a trash shiny. But I always have to evolve it to the final level. Like Skorupi, now that Halloween's over, and I was doing this to then evolve it into Drapion for the Dark Pokemon, I'll probably just keep this Skorupi because I think Skorupi shiny is better than Drapion's. interested in Shiny. Oh yeah, Lucario. How could I forget that? Oh yeah, Lucario is cool. I had a buddy that played Lucario on Smash 4. No, Brawl. It was Brawl that he played it on. And the way Lucario works, if you played against him, is the more damage he has, the more damage he deals. And oh my gosh, it would be so tilting because I'd be like so far ahead, and then all of a sudden he would just start blasting my ass. That sounded bad. Some Power Ranger to me, Buzz. Uh-oh. Don't say that to Aqua. Poliwhirl, Buzzwole, Slowbro, Scraggy, Hydreigon. Hydreigon is good. That is a solid one. Hydreigon is a cool Pokemon, and it's got a good shiny. Poliwhirl shiny is rough. It's only a little, it's a lighter blue. At least it's more noticeable, like it's a noticeable lighter blue, but... What does Buzzwole's shiny look like? Is it a good shiny? Is it white? What does shiny Buzzwole look like? Oh, it's got the green. Is that the shiny? Is it just like... Oh my gosh, that's a trippy looking shiny. That's actually sick as hell. It's like the neon green. It looks like it's like a form. It doesn't even look like a shiny. It looks like a form of Buzzwole. Dragonite would be my honorable mention for 5. Yeah, Dragonite's a great Pokemon. Get out of here, Dunsparce. Regigigas is definitely one of my favorite mythicals. His early design is just so nice. Shame his typing is so bad and slow start. Dude, slow start is the worst. I mean, they didn't have to nerf him that hard. He wasn't that good. They let Mega Rayquaza be a thing, but they gave Regigigas slow start. Some bullshit. Regigigas is a cool design. 2-2-2-2. And it is not shiny. Regigigas is a cool Pokemon. I never even knew it was in the games when they first came out. Like Ruby and Sapphire. And then Emerald. I don't even know if I ever caught a Regigigas, to be honest. Have I caught a Regigigas? I haven't caught it in this game because I wanted to try and eventually shiny hunt for it. I didn't catch any of the legendary Pokemon. Because I wanted to shiny hunt for them all eventually. Granted, I did shiny hunt for one of the Tapus. I'm sorry, not shiny hunt. I did catch one of the Tapus in the Crown Tundra because I just wanted to see how it was like catching the legendary Pokemon, but that was it. Everything else I've not caught. That's one of my top tier favorite shinies. Oh yeah. When we're talking about shiny Pokemon, Greninja, Rayquaza, the black shinies, just, oh, they're so good. Charizard's got a good shiny. I'm trying to think of a black shiny that doesn't look good. Like, all the black shinies look really good. What's your opinion on the next generation? Does it look any better than Sword and Shield? Like, graphics-wise, it looks a little better. But nothing, like, insane. I don't really care that much about graphics, to be honest. I mean, graphics are nice when you see them, when they are nice, but it's not the end of the world for me. I would say, in regards to the looks of like how it's gonna play, it looks like Scarlet and Violet are gonna be, and this is pre the game's releasing, so it might be a little overhyped. But I think this has the opportunity to be the best Pokemon games to come out since probably like Gen 6. If they do it right and it works like they talk about it working, it could easily be a big deal. I mean, the first open world Pokemon game, this will be the first Pokemon game, or I'm sorry, the first game ever that I will have beaten, because I will beat this game because it's a Pokemon game, and I beat every Pokemon game that's ever released in regards to like mainline games. But it'll be the first game I've ever played all the way through of an open world game. So I'm so excited for this game because I've never been able to get into open world games, and I'm excited to finally get into one. I don't know why. For some reason, they don't appeal to me terribly hard. So I'm excited. I'm excited to play through it. I think it's gonna be really good. So I think it's gonna be really excellent. Hope they don't mess up Black and White like they did old BSP. I really love Black and White. I would be surprised. Let me tell you why I would be very surprised. I bet the sales. I have no idea what the sales numbers are. They might be higher than I think, but BDSP surprised me. I was expecting it to be much better than it was. It was literally a shot-for-shot remake. The chibi style just wasn't it. I don't know. I hope the developers that made the game still do the remake because I think they have an opportunity to make really good games. And I like the idea of somebody other than Game Freak making a Pokemon game. But yeah, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I will say, I imagine they make them switch it up quite a bit. They really flopped on that one. Like I went to GameStop the other day. Brand new copies of BDSP were going for like $40, $30. Like Pokemon games never come down, but those were. Sword and Shield was down too, but Sword and Shield like have been out for longer. I was just so surprised to see, and it has DLC. I was just so surprised to see BDSP selling for so cheap. I feel like Pokemon games don't go on sale that quickly, that often. It's only been a year. I feel like they don't ever go on sale. I've spent too much time on open world games. What's your favorite, Joseph? What's your favorite open world game? Wait, it's open world? Never knew. Yeah, it's open world. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited for it. I really hope they're going to be good. No idea if they're going to be, but I hope they are. The only thing I don't like is they have overworld shinies. A lot of people do like that. I personally don't want that, but it's not my call to make. The masses prefer overworld shinies. Hope they change the map in the remakes in Gen 5 a bit. It feels a bit too linear. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do that. I think the Gen 5 remakes are quite a ways away. I don't imagine they come out anytime soon. Probably not till like 2025 is what I would guess to be the soonest. By then, do we have another Switch by 2025? I feel like we would have to have at least an inclination or a launch of a new Nintendo console by then, and that may launch. I don't know if it would launch with a remake Pokemon game, but I could see it coming out on the new system, whatever it is. I don't know. I know a lot of people are wanting something other than the Switch. Like they want a new Nintendo console, but the Switch might be one of my favorite consoles of all time because of the ability to play it as a home console and as a handheld. I don't know how they go away from that. I hope that no matter what they do in the future, that they continue to stick to that idea. I really hope so. I hope we get a Wii U for the Switch. I hope we get a Switch U. You know, like it needs to be very similar to this because it's just the perfect way to launch a console. You know what I mean? Like it works so well. I play my Switch when I'm not streaming. The only time I'm playing my Switch non-handheld mode is when I'm streaming. If I'm not streaming, I am playing it handheld always. And I just enjoy handheld so much more. And so like if they go with a home console and they just stop doing handhelds, I'm just scared. I see them, most companies would just do another handheld, but it's Nintendo and they switch everything up for good and for bad. So I could just see them going a totally different direction with their new console, and that would make me cry. My favorite open world game is either GTA 5 or Spider-Man Sony. Spider-Man is good. I actually played the Miles Morales version. I never got to beating it, but it's really fun just zipping around the city. It's really relaxing. Dark Souls games, Elden Ring was good. Monster Hunter World was good. I wouldn't consider Monster Hunter World an open world game, though. That's got like a hub, you know? But maybe you do. I don't know. I did really like Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter games are really good. I should play that. We should play Monster Hunter Rise on stream. That'd be kind of fun. Assassin's Creed games were amazing. Dude, remember Assassin's Creed? I played the most Assassin's Creed when it had multiplayer. Do you remember when you had to play multiplayer? Oh, it was, I can't remember which game it was. Was it Brotherhood that came out with multiplayer? Dude, I played the hell out of that multiplayer. It was a lot of fun. Where you would have to like assassinate each other. Oh my god, it was a really well-made game mode. It was really fun. I don't think a lot of people played it though. I feel like it being a handheld limits its power. Like you can't play COD games or GTA 5 because of limitations. Yeah, but you could. I mean, when was the last time a Call of Duty or a Grand Theft Auto came out on a Nintendo system? GameCube. The Wii. I guess the Wii had COD, but like Nintendo have always had hardware that was significantly less powerful. But that's not even true. You could have hardware that's better. Look at Steam Decks. Steam Decks have the power to run those kind of games. Not like optimally like you can on most new consoles, but they're never going to compete with new consoles in that regard. You're probably never going to see a Call of Duty or a Grand Theft Auto on a Nintendo system ever again. I would be very surprised if you ever see those on a Nintendo system. I just don't see it happening. I need Elden Ring. I've never played Elden Ring. My buddies played it. I didn't ever get into it. I would love to play the Dark Souls games, but I get too frustrated with video games. I can't play hard games like that. It would make me so mad. Fallout 4 would hands down be the game that I fit most on and love the most. Really? Interesting. I have another buddy that really likes Fallout 4. I like Fallout 4. Like, I don't think I could ever get into the Fallout games because of the way the shooting mechanics work. Just never felt very good to me. And Fallout 4 was the first game that the shooting mechanics actually felt like a traditional shooter, but then it's an RPG, so that was kind of cool. I always wanted to get into Fallout 4. Mass Effect was also another game that I always wanted to get into as well. That game seemed really cool. Can't wait for the new Sonic game. We had COD. Yeah, we had COD. That is a true. Steam Deck is a lot of fun. I tried it before. My brother-in-law has one. I haven't tried it yet. I need to get around to trying it, but I don't even know if he plays it very much. I would love to get one, but I know I wouldn't play it that often. I say I would play it a lot, and then I would buy it, and I probably wouldn't play it that much. So I actually had it pre-ordered, and my pre-order came up. They said, you can buy one now, and it was funny because literally like 3 weeks later, they're like, anyone can buy one now. They're off back order. But I canceled my pre-order, and I was like, nah, I don't want it. I just don't play a ton of Steam games, you know? I don't. All the games that I play on my PC are like multiplayer games with my buddies. League, COD, which I haven't bought the newest COD. I don't know if it's any good. I've heard good things. I asked my buddy last night, one of my buddies, Matthew, I said, he's like, have you played the new COD? I was like, I haven't. Is it any good? And he's like, nah, it's all right. So, I don't know. I'll probably play COD when the new Warzone comes out. And when the new game mode with Warzone comes out. The new, like, Tarkov-like game mode. I don't know when it's supposed to come out. Wait, when is Warzone 2.0 release date? This is saying November 16th. Is it really that soon? DMZ, the DMZ game mode looks like it's going to be pretty cool. So I'm hoping the DMZ game mode for the new COD is going to be good. If that's good, I'll buy it. Well, those are free, aren't they? Aren't those free? So I'll probably play COD when those come out. Warzone 2 is coming out, and I didn't realize it was that soon. I didn't know it was November 16th. So it'll actually, oh shit, it comes out the day before I play Pokemon. So maybe on Wednesday night I just play some Call of Duty. We'll see, But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Overall, rage quit on that was harder than Dark Souls, and that's Sherigo Shadow died twice. I beat every Dark Souls at the fun time. Never reached on those, but Sekiro. Really? Sekiro to me looked like the most interesting one. That one looked interesting. Quit after the second boss. Wow, that's crazy. First one, so I might consider buying it. What, the first Modern Warfare? The original Modern Warfare was the best. Modern Warfare 1 for the Xbox 360. Oh my god, I played the hell out of that game. I put so many hours into that game. It was, in my opinion, the best Call of Duty. I think Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, was like up there as well. I probably actually put more hours into Modern Warfare 2 than Modern Warfare 1, but Modern Warfare 1 just holds a place in my heart. And they remade it, and it was trash. Mostly because everyone, like, the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare, when that came out, like, everyone was new to shooters like that. Like, that was the first shooter like that. And before that, they were like arena shooters like Halo. You know, like, no one had games like Call of Duty that were that big other than maybe Battlefield. But those were still, Battlefield was significantly slower. So it was like this in-between of, like, it wasn't Halo and it wasn't Battlefield, it was Call of Duty. And Call of Duty hadn't, like, had the kind of market share it does now. And when that game came out, like, no one was tryhards, you know, like no one knew what was good or what was bad. Everyone used everything. And then eventually you got like the meta. But when I played the remake, dude, everyone was quick scoping and it was so annoying. Oh my god, it was so annoying. I was like, man, I remember why. Like, this isn't what I remember it. You know, like, this isn't the game I remember. I don't remember as this. It played differently when I played it, you know? People didn't take it as seriously or as, like, I don't know. It just, the mentality toward gaming changed in that course of time. I haven't really played the old COD games. I only played them as a kid. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Call of Duty Modern Warfare World at War was kind of trash. I actually when it came out, I played it for a little bit and then hated it and went back to COD 4. I didn't play much of World at War. I eventually came around to it and it was all right, but I just still think it wasn't very good. Then Modern Warfare 2 came out. Modern Warfare 2 was big. It was, I mean, everyone played Modern Warfare 2. I'm so surprised they never got around to remaking that. Is Halo 3 been playing it since I was 8? Now I'm 14. Halo 3 was great. Halo 3 was excellent. Halo 3 is my favorite. No, Halo 2 is my favorite Halo, but Halo 3 is up there. It goes Halo 2 then Halo 3 for me. Halo 2, oof. Halo 2, so the reason why Halo 2 was such a big deal for me, that game came out when I was in middle school. I was in 6th grade when that game came out. But I remember in 8th grade is when I got Xbox Live, and that was the first time. It's gonna be weird, and I feel like an old fogey right now. But for those that aren't old enough to remember a time before like games were always online, you never played a game online during those days. Like no one played online multiplayer. That was such a rarity, especially in consoles. Maybe on PC, but when I grew up with consoles and playing against other people online on consoles just seemed like a far-fetched idea. And Xbox Live came out for the original Xbox pretty early into the Xbox lifetime, I think. But I never got into it because it was a monthly fee, and my parents hated like yearly and monthly fees, so I never got anything like that. But they finally, for my birthday, got me Xbox Live. I asked my mom, I begged my mom to get me Xbox Live for my birthday. It was $60 a year. And I was like, look, I'll pay you every year. This can be my birthday present every year, you know? And so I got it, and I played Halo 2 for the first time. It was my very first online multiplayer game. I was amazed. I was awestruck at the idea of playing with other people anytime I wanted to. I didn't have to hope that a friend will come over and play with me. Like, I could play with another real person anytime I wanted to, and that blew me away. I mean, that literally just seemed the most insane to me. I just didn't think it was real. It was incredible. Ugh, it was so amazing. And so like just the memories of Halo 2, just there's nothing that can beat Halo 2 for me. Spending hours on that. Last COD I religiously played was COD Ghost, and that's only because I was in top 50 clan. We're always doing S&D competitively. I played I think Ghost might be my lowest rated COD. I really didn't like the maps on that game. Not to say that it was necessarily a bad game. I think most Call of Duty games, like Pokemon games, are always good, but I played the least amount of Ghost. Ghost came out my junior year of college, and I just didn't play it that much. We played 2K a lot that year. We played a lot of 2K that year. How are you doing today, Saries? Welcome. I'm doing good. Doing real good. Just talking about some old memories. Hoping to get this stupid-ass Shiny Skorupi. I love playing custom game modes on COD 3 and co-op. Which co-op would come back to gaming? Same, yeah. Halo 3. I got you. Yeah, co-op in Halo 3 was great. I played a lot of co-op in Halo 3 and custom games for sure. I loved Guardian, the map Guardian. I love that map. I think that's what it was called. The one with like you were in like the woodland area. That was really good. Did you guys see speaking of old COD, there's Warzone 2.0 is going to have a bunch of areas that are like the old maps. They like remade a bunch of the old maps and put it into Warzone, which is pretty cool. They did something similar with Black Ops 4 Blackout, the BR before Warzone in Call of Duty. I don't know if you guys ever played that one. They did the same thing, that like a lot of the older maps, or some of the older maps were in that map, which was kind of cool, like littered into that map. You know a BR game that's really fun? I don't know if anybody's played it. If you have a Oculus, I'm sure you have. What is the game? What is the VR BR game? I can't think of what it's called. Population 1. You guys ever play Population 1? That game was awesome. I played a few games. I wish I could get some buddies into that. I think that would be a really fun game to like grind out and play a lot of. It's a really well-made game, and it's a fun shooter to play on VR. Oculus. It's perfect to play with Oculus. It's really fun. Anyway, these days is Rocket League. I spent too many hours on it. Yeah, I have buddies that play Rocket League. I liked Rocket League at the beginning when it first launched, but when it started to get to like you had to like fly and do all that stuff, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right. I don't need all that. I haven't really got into Rocket League. I tried it to like it, but I didn't enjoy it too much. Yeah, same. I like it very, very, very casually. When you start to get competitive with it, I just don't enjoy it. But I know a lot of people that do enjoy it that way. There's a lot of people that like to play it that way. So I don't blame them. There's a lot of it's got a really high skill ceiling, which is a pretty cool thing. I live in the sky on Rocket League. Yeah, most people do, I feel like. Are you higher ranked, Joseph? I never got into it. The flying mechanics never really made sense to me, but there's a really high skill ceiling in that game. Like, the difference between, like, a good player and an amazing player is, like, huge. And seeing some of the things people do in that, it's just insane. It's actually insane. How people can control that car like it's like it's an extension of themselves. It's just wild. Getting close to Grand Champ, which is like the upper portion of most of the common players. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know how good my buddies are. They play it a decent amount. I just never really got around to it. What's your opinion on the new 2K games? I haven't played a 2K game. God, I haven't played a 2K game in years. I don't know. I haven't played them in a long, long, long time. I really like so I really like trading cards. I like and sports cards by extension I think are kind of cool. Opening cards and seeing what you get is pretty cool. So they do that in 2K and I really like that game mode. Like, it's fun to play. Unfortunately, it's like a huge like just money sink, you know? It's like, so I don't ever spend money on it. So I never get too involved with it. And like my player, they kind of ruined my player, I feel like, with the new 2K games. When that game mode originally came out, it was really cool. And you can kind of customize it and do what you wanted with it. And nowadays you can't do that anymore. And it's like a grind. You know, like before it was like all offline stuff. And now it's like all online. It's a grind. It's just a money sink. It's just not very enjoyable. So I would say the newer 2K games are definitely not as like enjoyable. But as like a casual game to play with friends, I think it's a good game. Game I can't play a lot today is Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically Master Duel. Oh, really? I never got into the Master Duel. I have buddies that played that a decent amount. The other mobile game. What's the mobile game that came out a while ago? You only play like 3 cards. I try to get to Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's too complicated for me. Like, I feel like it's one of the most complicated card games for like no reason. You know what I mean? I really do. I enjoy collecting. In fact, I've been buying and selling cards a lot recently. I actually got, if you see these 3 taped up top loaders, I recently sold 3 more cards. I've been selling a lot of cards on TCG Player. In fact, I got to show you guys. I don't know if I can show you guys here. If you guys can see on the ground, these cards, I don't know if you can see them very easily from there, but there's like boxes of cards. I'm buying bulk TCG cards right now, Magic, and trying to sell them. And it's been really fun. In fact, I've got a few more I found last night that I need to list. Oh, shit. You can buy bulk really cheap. I don't think I dropped any. You can buy bulk really cheap, and you can sell it relatively simply. Like I actually got some stories for this. Let me catch up with chat, and then I'll tell you some stories about buying bulk this past week. Which was an interesting endeavor. Supersonic Legend is the highest rank, and that's still a long ways away from GC. You start facing pros when you get into GC 2-3 because SSL is professional level. Dude, that's crazy. So you're close to the professional level or no? VC is out of control in 2K. I can't even play half the games online. Duel Links is the other one. Okay, yeah, Duel Links is the other one. Yeah, Duel Links is the one they played. To give you a stat, only 3.77% or the Rocket League players are Grand Champ. Right. That's just like League. Like League, that's probably Diamond. I think Diamond's like 3%. Then Masters is like probably the top 1% of 1%. I just bought a Candy the Cat plushie from the FNAF fanverse from GameStop yesterday. I was excited when I saw the plushie. I don't even know what that is. Candy the Cat? See, I don't know the FNAF University. Oh, is that the... Wait. Which one's a cat? There's a cat in that? I thought there was like a duck, a bunny. I'm forgetting. It's been a while since I played FNAF. Bro, my little sister cut up half the TCG cards. It'll never be the same. What? Are you serious? That sucks. I would be pissed. Okay, let me tell you the story of these bulk. So, 2 days ago, I have about 7,000 in bulk now. 7,000 TCG cards. I'm just going to sort and then list them. None of them will sell for a ton of money. I might get... There's one I found that was like $3. But look, I buy these for... So I bought the original bulk. So okay, let me back up. I was going out the other day, and I was looking for TCG bulk, and was going to some local game stores to see if I could find any. And I called one of the stores. They're like they were like, "What is bulk?" Like almost like they don't even know what that is. I'm like, "Come on, you know what this is." So I called him, and he's like, "No." Like he was like shocked that I asked that. It was weird. I don't really like that local game store. I've been to it a couple times, and it just gives me weird vibes. Anyway, so I call another one, and it was this one further away from me, and I said, like, "Do you guys sell any bulk?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can sell you bulk, but it'll be like all commons, and we have to sort through it. But I can have that ready for you. How much do you want?" And I was like, "Well, how much are you gonna sell it to me for?" He's like, "We sell it to you for $6 per 1,000 for commons, just commons." I said, "That's fine." He wanted like 15 for uncommons mixed in. I was like, "No, I'll do commons for 6. That's fine." So I was like, "Okay, well, we have to sort through it. Come back tomorrow." And I said, "Okay." I call another place, and they say, "Yeah, we've got bulk, but we haven't sorted through it at all. You can come in if you want it. You can have it." I was like, "How much do you want for it?" And he's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Well," he was like, "Usually people offer me it." And I was like, "Well, the other guy was going to sell me 6 for 1,000. You want to do that price?" And he said, "Sure." He said, "I got a box over there. It's got 7,500. I'll give it to you for 45. I said, "Okay." So I bought that, and I brought it home, been sorting through it. It's pretty cool with good cards. I didn't think of something when I went to this other place and called this other place. I didn't think to ask this question. But I got into the other place. I was like, "Okay, I'll go there tomorrow." So yesterday, that was the day I was supposed to pick up these other cards. I was going to pick up 10,000 of common cards from this other local game store. And I was like, "Okay, I'll go pick up 10K. And because they asked me how many I want. So we agreed on $60 for 10,000 cards. So I go in there, and it was really weird already. Like it wasn't dirty. What I find interesting about the local game stores around me is they're not dirty. They're just not very presentable. And this one was all right. It was a little bit better than some of the other ones, but I was just surprised because there was this like, I walk in, there's these tables in the main room, which is most game stores, and then like there's just like this person's laptop and like all these cards spread out all over the place on these laptops. I was like, "What? That looks dirty." I think like clutter is dirty, so it was very cluttered, and I was surprised by that. I was like, "I wonder if this is my order that someone's working on." And the girl's like, "Hey," like I find the girl, and she's like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up the bulk." She's like, "Okay, I'm sorting through some of the ones over here. I'm still finishing it up. I'm sorry, I've been pretty busy today." I was like, "That's no worries." And she's like, "But here, I can give you the ones to look through as I sort through the rest of these." And I was like, "Okay." And I'm looking through, and then I smell something, and I was like, "Uh-oh." I smell something as I'm looking through these cards. And then I get the cards closer to me, and I take a good sniff. And I was like, "Uh-oh." But maybe that's just me. And I bent down to smell the box. And there was 2 boxes. There was one that had like 3,200 cards and one that had about 2,000 cards. I bent down to smell the box with 2,000 cards, and it reeked of smoke. It smelled so bad of smoke. And I thought, uh-oh. And I asked the lady, and I said, "Ma'am, do you know where these were stored?" And I knew the answer. She said, "Well, we don't know where they were stored before. We bought a personal collection, which is where this smell came from. I'm sure." But she's like, "But where we kept it, it was in this garage, And I was like, "Well, they smell like smoke." And she's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." And I go through them, and I'm like hoping to find any of them in this box that doesn't smell like smoke. So I set that box aside. I can't find any cards that don't smell like smoke. And then the other box had like a set of newer cards that you could tell were from a separate collection. And then like probably a third of the cards were from the collection that smelled like smoke. And I was like, good Lord. I turned around and I was like, this lady that's probably been working on it all day, I'm about to tell her that I can't buy these cards. I was like, I am really sorry to do this to you, but I can't buy this box. I might be able to buy this box, but I can't buy this box. It smells like smoke. I was like, if I bring this box home to my wife, she'll kill me. Like, it smells awful. I can't. I blame my wife a little bit. She wouldn't have mattered. She wouldn't have cared that much. But I couldn't do anything with them. I couldn't sell smoky cards. They smell awful. And she had to have smelled those as she was going through them. I could smell them just standing near them. So I was like, I'm really sorry. She's like, well, can you look through these to make sure you don't want these as well? And I was like, God, I hope these don't smell. And I took a whiff of them. I was like, no. I was like, I can't. I'm sorry. So her box of 5,000 she was working on. So now 7,000 of the 10,000 cards I was going to buy, I can no longer buy because they smell awful. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't buy these. I was like, look, let me tell you, I'll buy the ones in these. I was like, some of these smell like smoke, but I think I can get away with some of them. And it was about probably about 2,000 cards of the 3,200 that I bought. I was like, you can charge me a little extra. Feel free to, since I made you do the work. I'm sorry. I hate to do that to you. I felt so bad. I like ran out of that store with that box. Basically threw away a third of the cards. And it was awful. I couldn't believe. I never even thought to think of like the smell of cards, but it was bad. It was bad. They had to have known that though. Like it was crazy. Anyway, let me catch up with chat. There was my story of last night. I felt so awful. I felt like such a jackass, but I was like, I can't buy these cards. 2,300, by the way. We're already over 2,300 encounters. There's a huge skill gap between me and pro. I've had a lot more time on my hands to reach pro. Oh, I gotcha. I used to buy so many Sonic plushies as a kid. Sonic plushies are great. I like Sonic in general. Actually, I have a Sonic plushie right up here. I won it from, I was at an amusement park, and I did that dart where you have to throw the darts and hit the balloons. I had 3 darts, and I had to hit all 3 darts with the balloons. Or I had to hit a balloon with all 3 darts, and I did. And I won this little shadow plushie. The high ranks of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Master gets so crushed, and that's why I'm only low plat and not high. Yeah, I imagine it's pretty, like, pay to win, too, right? Like, you have to have the best cards. Can you trade in that game? Candy the Cat is from Fan Game Five Nights at Candy's. They actually have Funko plushies now. Oh, it's a fan game of Five Nights at Freddy's. That's interesting. There goes my money. Wait, they do fan games merch officially now? Yeah, that's interesting. I have the Candy the Cat plushie beside me. That's interesting. That's so interesting that they do. I never got into the FNAF universe. It seems like for some reason it turned into like it was a kids game and then somehow it turned in, or I'm sorry, it was a scary game and then somehow it turned into a kids game. I don't know what happened there. I can't play the FNAF games. I really love the lore and watch vids, but the gameplay are really not interesting gameplay wise, excluding Security Breach. I've got 45 FNAF plushies on my bed. Holy cow, that's crazy. 45 FNAF plushies? You afraid one of those are gonna come to life? See, I never got into the FNAF universe. Somehow it turns into a kids thing, which is really interesting. All right, I'm gonna go get some more water and a Diet Coke. I need some sustenance and some breakfast. So give me real quick. I'm gonna go real quick. I'll be right back. That was trippy as hell. I just walked past my bathroom and I thought I saw my wife and it was nothing. That scared the hell out of me. I thought she was in the bathroom just standing there. I saw it in the corner of my eye. I was just saying things, but Jesus Christ, my heart dropped a little bit there. You can sell the cards back for in-game currency to build more cards in Master Duel. Oh, that's kind of cool. Is it easy to get cards for free? Oh, shit. Look who it is. Red Springer, what up? How are you, dude? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Oh, Boufalon, it's not good to see you. Get out of here. We need to change the number to over 2,500 now. Or 2,300, by the way. I should play Master Duel myself and use a number 39 Utopia deck. I'm so proud of it because it has been beaten branded Dystopia multiple times. Speaking of which, actually, number 39, I'm pretty sure I have a card of number 39 over here somewhere. I thought I had a number 39 Yu-Gi-Oh card in my list of to-be sold cards. Maybe I don't. I think I have a number 39 card. I remember that card. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. No, I'm pretty sure I remember having that card, like IRL. It's been too long. Also, how are the servers coming along? Oh, goodness. They're coming. They're coming along. They're coming along. It's a slow grind. It's a slow grind, but they're getting there. I got over 10,000 in-game currency from playing 4 hours offline, which is a lot. Oh, you can play that game offline? Isn't that game for your phone? Am I thinking of the wrong game? Master Duel? How can you play it offline? So, how much can 10,000 currency get you? Like, what does 10,000 currency get you? Like, do you get, like, a pack for every 10,000? Or, like, how does it work? I'm about to enter a cyber competition so see ya and good luck. All right, have a good one. Cyber competition. What is the cyber competition? I'm curious. You'll have to tell me about it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal was so underrated. Love XYZ summons. Exceed summons. Sorry, I pronounced that wrong. Oh my god, dude. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just something else. That game is so intense. Master Duel I was talking about. Right. So how does... It's 2,000 per 10 packs. Oh, really? So in 4 hours, you got enough to get 50 packs? Is that... Did I do my math right? Is that really that easy? If that's the case, I might have to play some Master Duel. That's pretty cool. I made a number 39 Utopia up to 12,000 attack points. The Cyber Dragon players got scared so badly. Yeah, I remember those days. I remember playing through Yu-Gi-Oh! We had a Yu-Gi-Oh! phase on the channel, actually. There's a video. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh! video on our channel. And I was live streaming for Yu-Gi-Oh! for a bit. But the Yu-Gi-Oh! community is something else. It's the first community I'd ever walked into as a newcomer that really, like, just shit on new players. Like, I'd have people come into my streams and be like, oh, yeah, I can teach you how to play the game. And then they would just play against me and then shit on me and then be like, oh, that's how you play, duh. Just, like, do exactly as I did. I'm like, you didn't even give me enough time to figure out what the hell you even did. Like, how am I supposed to learn if you didn't even give me a chance? I did not like it, needless to say. Digimon, actually. Can you see this? Probably not. If you can't, this is the latest Digimon set. Cross encounters. I opened one box, got Sakuyamon maid mode. Sakuyamon maid mode. Alternate art. I got that alternate art. It's the most expensive card in the box. I actually just sold it last night. Last night it sold for like $46. Yeah, they had Digimon cards. It's pretty awesome. I heard the TCG is really fun to play. I bought a starter deck. I need to try and play it. But I've been focusing on like doing buying and selling, so I've not really been playing much, but I think it'd be a fun game to play. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks a lot simpler than most. Kind of like easy to learn, hard to master kind of deal. Oh, goodness. Palmon plushie? Which one's Palmon? I know I recognize the name. I know it if I saw it. It's funny because I think you said you're relatively young. Like, Digimon's come back from my mentality. Like, Digimon had a big phase back when I was young, back when Pokemon was big. And it was pretty big back then. And then it fell off. And it feels like now it's having a resurgence. Maybe it's starting to teeter off again, but I feel like recently I've heard a lot more. I've heard a lot more about Digimon recently than the past, like, 20 years, I feel like. I mean, it hasn't been popular for 20 years. War Greymon is probably my favorite, and not just because of the design, but the way it was introduced. How was it introduced? Oh, I thought I had War Greymon. I don't. I have Metal Greymon. But I don't have War Greymon. Is that any good? Is Digimon Survive a good? Is Digimon Survive the one that's like a basically like a visual novel? Come on. Really? It's a bit of horror? That's interesting. A horror Digimon game. That's fascinating. I always wanted to play Cyber Sleuth. Did you play Cyber Sleuth? Was it any good? That game looks fun. They really are. They really are. Is it? It looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun. Give me 1 second. I don't want you guys to have to see me picking at my teeth. I swear those good. Those are so good, but like peanut butter and crackers just get so stuck in your teeth. I play Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. Which one's Hacker's Memory? Is that like the one before or after? I need to try it. They look fun. I like Hacker's Memory more. Not sure. It was really fun. It had a good story. I don't know what Hacker's Memory is. That the game after? It's DLC. Okay, I gotcha. Is it on Steam? What's it on? Is it on the Switch? Is Cyber Sleuth on the Switch? It is. That's tempting. It is on the Switch. I didn't know it was on the Switch. That's pretty cool. That's tempting to play. I would love to play that. It'd be a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Do I hear the beast? The beast and the beast tamer? I think they might be awakening from their slumber. One of the best RPGs of all time. If not the best RPG of all time, is the soundtrack that is playing right now. Paper Mario. It probably is one of my favorite, if not my favorite. It's definitely my favorite, one of my favorite soundtracks, but it might be one of my favorite RPGs of all time, if not my favorite. I mean, I guess Pokemon are RPGs, but I just consider them a little different. Traditional RPGs, I would say. It's so good. It's such a good game. So good. I'm going to go eat. See ya. All right, Grits. Have a good one. Appreciate you being here. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Hope to see you again. I guess in this part of the game, you're in like this toy area, and you go against Shy Guys. Dude, this game is so good. I wouldn't mind playing through Paper Mario on stream. That could be a cool game to play through. Such a classic. Classic. I played Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door before. That one's a good one, too. That one's a really good one as well. Man, this one's so good. 1,000-Year Door, I never got around to beating. Me and my sister beat the... Well, technically, I never beat Paper Mario. She beats it like almost every year. She literally plays that game like once a year. It's one of her favorite things of all time. But she never beat 1,000-Year Door. She almost did, but she always beats Paper Mario once a year, and then she never got around to beating Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door, though. We didn't like it at first. When we first got it, we were like very against it because it wasn't like the original. But then Rachel eventually came around to it when my cousin Jay played it. And we got to this area where you had to like, in the 1,000-Year Door, you get to this area where you have to like fight this wrestler. And it was like super hype, and it was a lot of fun. The games are just really well made, and the story in those games are just really top notch. Why is Diet Coke so good? I definitely finished that can in like 5 minutes. If you guys are here and you haven't, I'm going to ask. If you could hit the like button, that would help me out a bunch. So we got a whole lot of 0 likes right now. If Nintendo Online does a GameCube expansion, they need to include the 1,000-Year Door in it. Oh, that'd be amazing. I would play the hell out of it. Oh my god, if they do a GameCube expansion, they could bring so much. They could bring so much. Oh my god, it'd be amazing. I don't think they'll do a GameCube expansion though. I doubt it. Since they remade the Mario game, the Sunshine on there, you know, they had that like 3-pack. That was like a limited launch, which was stupid. They're no longer selling it new, so you have to buy it used. I don't even know if... I don't think they're expensive right now, because they sold a lot of them, but it was dumb the way they did it. I don't know why they did that. That'd be cool to do a GameCube expansion, though. That'd be really good. I'm surprised they put the Mario Party games on there. I think that's really cool. I think they only did 1 and 2, though. They haven't done 3, which was one of my favorites. But 1 is probably my favorite out of all of them. The original one's just such a classic. Some of those games are some of the most iconic mini games. I need to edit this title. We're now up to 2,300. We're over 2,300 encounters, soon to be 2,400 encounters, which is just wild. I'm not even like looking forward to this shiny being shiny because I just feel like it's never gonna be. It's just so crazy to me. I do. Nikos, welcome. How are you? It's going good. It's going good. Long, clearly. I'm surprised at how long it's taking me to get this shiny, but hopefully it'll come soon. How have you been? What have you been up to this week? Paper Mario 3 back. Paper Mario 3 pack. Paper Mario 64,000 door and Super Paper Mario all in one. That would be amazing. I never, or maybe like instead of Super Paper Mario, the one on the Super Nintendo. What is it? Mario and the 7 something or something like that. Whatever it was, that one I've heard is really good. I never got around to playing that one. I never played Super Paper Mario either. They changed Paper Mario and Super Paper Mario to be like an action game, and I always didn't like that. Now I wish I could go back and play those games. I don't know if there's an easy way to play them other than on an emulator, but I wish I would go back and play those games because I like wrote them off because they weren't like the originals. But I don't know. Rachel, my sister, played the newest Paper Mario that came out, and she said it was all right. The one that came on the Switch, it's the one where it's like you have like a dial where you move. It's strange. Just imagine that. That would be sick though. I would pay for that. My sister would love that. She would buy that and beat them all in like a day. Planning on trying to shiny hunt using the camp feature in Sword and Shield. I have a few people that I know that have done that, and it's pretty cool. It's a grind though. That hunt takes a while. I think encounters take a long time on that, but that'd be pretty cool. You'd be one of the few people in the world to have one if you did that. Which one are you thinking to go for, Nikos? Do you know which Pokemon? Super Mario RPG. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That's the one. That one sounds really good, or looks really good. I always played a little bit of it, but never got into it. I only played it on emulators though. I think the game's like pretty rare if you try to buy it like an actual copy. Let me look at how much. I'm curious. Paper Mario RPG Super Nintendo game. Let me see if I can see how much it costs. Mention of the 7 stars. DK Oldies, granted, they're always expensive. DK Oldies is selling it for $150. I see it on eBay for like $115. So yeah, you're probably looking at spending well under the $100 to buy that game. DK Oldies is always expensive though. They're like notorious for being like way overpriced. I like their little TikToks in their YouTube shorts, but their actual like store is incredibly overpriced on everything. Shiny Noibat. Shiny Noibat's so good. It's my first target to experiment with the method. That would be a good one. That'd be a great shiny to get, especially through that method. That's a really good shiny. I like Noibat as a Pokemon. I think it's a cool Pokemon. Now I want to play Paper Mario on stream. That might be tempting. The problem is if I did it, I would have to do it after. I don't want to start any game that I wouldn't be able to finish before. I wouldn't want to start any game before that I couldn't finish before Scarlet and Violet. And I don't. Even if we started today, there's only, let's see. There's Monday, Wednesday, Friday of next week, then Monday, Wednesday. That's 5 streams. It's only 10 hours. I don't think I could beat the Paper Mario games in 10 hours. I think it takes a little longer than that. So I don't know if I do that because I would put it off and then never beat it. But we do need to find a game that we play that's not just Pokemon. I do want to do that on some of the streams. Not once Scarlet and Violet comes out, my streams are purely going to be Scarlet and Violet for a long time. But before that, I want to be able to do a little bit more. One FNAF plushie Happy Frog from FNAF Pizzeria Simulator is going for $200 on Amazon. What the fuck? Why? Holy shit. Plushies go for that much? That's wild to me. Plushie games are something I never got into. I don't really have very many plushies. No, I've not. Is he here? Where's he at? Kevin, come here. Kevin! Here comes Kevin the Beast. Here comes the Beast. There he is, busting through. Well, good morning. Good morning, Kev. You sleep all right, Kev, huh? You little freaking butthole. Oh, Kevin. He wanted to be lazy and just lay in bed, but he needs to get up. Go on, get. Kevin, go eat. Go. Or let him out. I said, or let him out. It's a very popular character and was a Walmart exclusive. What's not a Walmart exclusive? I feel like eventually groceries are going to be a Walmart exclusive. Exclusive for Walmart. Buy food. Welcome to our new future. If Walmart could make food exclusive to Walmart, they would. And they wouldn't think twice. No, get out of there. Go get some food. I think it throws him off that I stream in the mornings for some reason. Kevin's been weird on days that I stream in the mornings. Like, he just doesn't want to, like, go outside. Or, like, eat. I don't know why. It's strange. The thing that's going to be nice about when the Pokemon games come out, so I already took the days off. I've told this to everybody, but I'm going to say it again. I get Thursday, the day it comes out, off. Friday. Then the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll probably be playing it all weekend. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I also took off. Then Thursday is Thanksgiving. I probably won't be playing or streaming on that day. Then Friday is Black Friday. And then I leave for Florida on Saturday and Sunday. And I'm driving there, so I'll be playing it through most of it when I'm not driving. So I get like 11 days straight without working and playing Pokemon. It's amazing. I can't wait. And then I actually probably won't work the next day. I'll probably do 410s that week when I come back from Florida. So it'll be interesting. But regardless, all the way on the drive there, I'm basically going to be playing the whole time. Probably shiny hunting the whole way to Florida when I'm not driving. But I'm trying to think. So the drive is usually like 15, 16 hours. And it'll probably be just me and my dad driving because we have to drive a trailer and my brother doesn't know how to drive a trailer. So it'll probably just be me and him drive. So I always say we'll drive half and half, but he just wants to drive most of the time. So I'll probably drive for like 5-6 hours and then he'll drive the rest of the way. I'll like go and do my stint. Like whenever I drive with my dad, I'll like go to do my stint of time. Like he'll be like, all right, he always starts off in the morning. He's the most awake during the morning. And he always drives until about lunchtime. I usually take over around lunch. And then I'll drive for 3-4 hours, maybe 5. He has to take his nap. And then when he wakes up, he's like, all right, I'll drive. Whenever we stop right after his nap, he's like, all right, I'll drive. And then he just wants to drive more. I let him. I'd rather not drive, but I always try to offer, like, no, I can still drive. And he's like, no, I'll drive. Pokemon Sun and Moon or GTS is quite funky now. Why is it funky? Sadly, my microwave broke, so I can't make popcorn. Oh, sad day. That's rough. I don't know if I've ever had a broken microwave. How did it break? Never heard of a microwave breaking. I mean, obviously just in wear and tear in general, but I never not had a working microwave. That'd be bad. I use the microwave a lot. I'm a child. I eat SpaghettiOs and ravioli for lunch almost every day. It's filled with shiny 6IV hacked Pokemon. I feel like that's most GTS nowadays. It's just the nature of it being on the 3DS as well. The 3DS is so incredibly easy to hack now. Like I have both my 3DSs are hacked. Whereas the Switch is a little bit more involved. Which I will be hacking my Switch whenever I finally get the OLED Switch, which I don't know when I'll get it. Actually, the Pokemon one came out today. I just realized that. The Pokemon one came out today. I don't know if anyone's picking it up. In fact, I might go... Man, I'm tempted after stream to go see if I can go to GameStops and see if they have any. I don't know if I'd want to buy it, though. I don't really want to spend the money. But I forgot those came out. Those come out today. Such a good-looking Switch, too. I put level 1 Tyrant for a Reshiram and got 24 hours later. Really? Jesus Christ. It's quite funny. That is funny. That's cool that you can get all any of the Pokemons you want, though. My roommate was stupid and put a metal cup in the microwave. That is some next level dumb. I will say that. Neko, what up? How are you, Neko? Yeah, I forgot those Nintendo Switches were being sold. I'm actually tempted to go like Walmart and stuff and see if they have them there. That's actually really tempting. Very, very tempting. And I've been actually selling some cards on TCG Player, and I could use that to pay for the Switch. And I'm doing overtime for work, so... Dude, I might have to go check after stream. See if I can get a Pokemon Switch. That'd be kind of cool. My roommate is banned from my next microwave. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. What time do GameStops open around here? I think they open at 11. GameStop near me. What time do they open? Open 11 a.m. These two open at 10 a.m. The one that's closest to me opens at 11, though. I might have to go around and see if I can find that Pokemon Switch. That's incredibly tempting. That is incredibly tempting. I forgot that came out today. I'd like totally like lost track of days. I don't know where I would even... I don't even know... I mean, if I went to go to the Walmart and the Targets, I don't know when they stock, so I don't know if they, like, even stocked them. I don't even know if they have them. I bet if I went to a GameStop or a Best Buy or something, I guarantee there's a line for them, though. Guarantee. But it's tempting. I might go see if I can... Just why not? Whatever happens. Welcome back, Grits. Welcome back. That's very tempting. I just now remembered that came out today. Such a cool Switch. I did just get paid today, too. That paycheck was looking a little fat. I had some overtime on it, but not a ton. Song's my jam. Damn, now I'm almost... I'm tempted to end the stream early and see if I can go find one, but is that too much? I bet by now there's already too long of a line for GameStop and Best Buy for you to even get one. I guarantee it. By now, people have probably been lined up since like 7 a.m. Nobody's going to respond to my comment there. Wait, what? What do you mean, Neko? Get out of here, Bouffalant, you little son of a gun. What's your opinion on Pokemon Xenoverse, the Spanish fan game, if you played it? I've seen it, but I've not played it. I've not actually played it, so I don't know. I've heard good things, though. I'm pretty sure I've heard really good things. Didn't they have an English translation of it? Don't they have an English translation of that game now? I said the series roommate has a hot dog for a brain. Where the hell did you say that? I missed that. Did it go through? I didn't see that message. That's true, though. That is very true. That sounds like it. I'm not sure if I speak Spanish, so I played it like that. Oh, really? Oh, that's helpful. You speak Spanish. My Espanol is not good at all. I know very little Espanol. I'm pretty sure they came out with an English translation not too long ago, though. It was a pretty big deal because everyone talked about how good the Spanish version was. And everyone was hyped to play the English version. What's nice about if I got that Pokemon Switch is that I think it would always hold value. Like, for whatever reason, if I wanted to sell it, which I wouldn't, but if I ever wanted to sell it, it would sell for, like, probably close to brand new price because it's such a, probably a sought-after Switch. Ryan was also not allowed to play on my Switch mainly because he has a terrible habit of deleting save data from my old Ultra Moon game. I told my roommate, touch my Switch and your phone dies. What the hell? That's crazy. Why would they delete your data on the Sun and Moon? It's not like it's even easy either. Like, you have to delete that, you have to, like, go into the files, don't you? Yeah, I would be pissed. If someone deleted my save data of Sword and Shield, I'd be so mad. That is toxic. Absolutely is toxic. 100%. I gotta dip to class, see you, homie. All right, Joseph, have a good one, dude. Have fun in class. Good luck in class. Joseph's so good. He goes to class every day. Good for him. I skip too many classes to keep track. Why are people so angry about the national decks? It was the first game to lose the national decks. I don't know if I ever had a feeling that we would eventually have that happen, but it just felt so sudden, you know? And to lose so many of them was rough. You know, Sword and Shield only lost with 400, and the DLC brought some more. I think it brought another like 150 or something. But it did suck, and it does still suck. Like, aren't there still Pokemon that you can't even get in Gen 8 because they haven't been in any of the games? Like, that sucks. I wasn't that, like, I was mad about it, and now I'm a little bit more okay with it. But yeah, it did kind of suck to not have the national decks. It was pretty rough. But the national decks, it just sucks for me personally. Like, for those that really like a certain Pokemon that aren't in the games, it sucks. Like, my favorite Pokemon is Fortress, and before BDSP, he was unobtainable, you know, and now he's obtainable. But only in those games that I don't even like. You know, I don't like PDSP. And so, it sucks that you can't get, like, your favorite Pokemon. But I got over it pretty quick. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not a fan of the DLC, not gonna lie. Really? I thought the DLC for these games were the things that made them good. Like, I thought Sword and Shield base game were the worst Pokemon games to ever release. But I thought with the DLC, it brings them up a ton. I thought the DLCs were excellent. I am a big fan of these DLCs to the point where I really, really, really hope they put DLC out for Scarlet and Violet, which I imagine they will. But I don't know what kind of reception they got from the DLC from Sword and Shield. I don't know if it was good. I hope it was. I think it's fine without the national decks. I got most of my favorites in Sword and Shield with expansions. Yeah, see, I didn't get my favorite. Although a lot of the good Pokemon are in here. I still haven't played Gen 2. Might play Heart Gold Soul Silver on my 3DS soon. Heart Gold Soul Silver is my favorite game of all time. My favorite Pokemon game of all time, I should say. My favorite Pokemon game of all time is Heart Gold Soul Silver. It's so good. If you haven't played, please do. It's so, so good. Granted, to get a legit copy, it's like $120 or something stupid like that. But you don't have to play it on a legit copy. It's still really good. My roommate never wants to see a shiny Quillfish again. Guess why? What did he do? Did he kill yours or something? They really are good. They're so good. Oh, it's such well-made games. The following Pokemon, at the time you got the Pokewalker, which I can't find my Pokewalker. I don't know where it went. But at the time, you could have the Pokewalker. Everything about that game is just so good. Still no shiny Skorupi. Damn. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. We're gonna hit over 2,400 today, and no shiny. No shiny. So far. So far. This is my longest random encounter hunt. 1365 is odds, so it's... I always do this math and I always forget it. It's 2730 is gonna be double odds, so we're approaching double odds. We're quickly approaching double odds. Knocked out his shiny Tapu Koko, and I named the shiny Quillfish Glory after that fight. That's awesome. That's awesome. Why did they not remake Platinum, though, instead of Diamond and Pearl? That is the question everyone is asking. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Platinum was a really, really, really good third version. And who knows why they didn't remake that. I think everyone blames the makers of that, the developers of that game. I truly think since Game Freak had to give them the reins, you know, give them full custody of their games, essentially, I think what happened was Pokemon was like, hey, you're not allowed to do anything different. You have to remake Diamond and Pearl, and there can be no changes. I can almost guarantee that the developers of those games were on a strict leash. So everyone blames that company. I don't think it's that company's fault. I think it's ICLA or something like that. It's not their fault, in my opinion. I think it's the Pokemon Company. I think I can almost guarantee it was the Pokemon Company that came to them and was like, hey, we're going to let you do this, but you're not allowed to do anything different. You know what I mean? Like, you're not allowed to change the formula. And then they're like, well, let's change one thing. The Underground. And that was it. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, you're allowed to change the Underground. That's it. Other than that, you're not allowed to change anything. I feel like Platinum improved the pacing so much. Yeah, Platinum improved a lot of things, so it was unfortunate they did do a shot-for-shot remake of Diamond and Pearl. A shiny Quillfish plushie. Nice. They have a shiny Quillfish plushie? That's awesome. $2,400. We are now going to go over 2,400. Let me actually get on top of it and change the title this time. 2,400 encounters. That's wild. I really thought BDSP would be as good as ORAS. Everyone thought it was going to be. Everyone was hoping it would be. They really dropped the ball with that one. Gen 1 remakes were good. Gen 2 remakes were the best of all time. Gen 3 remakes were good. Gen 4 remakes, trash. Hot dumpster fire. I played it. I liked them. I enjoyed it, but they could have been so much better. Like, they just didn't improve on the formula like the other ones did. Like, every remake of a Pokemon game has improved the formula quite a bit, quite substantially, and this one didn't at all. I don't know where this music is. I don't remember this music that well. I'm trying to think of where this would have been in the game. Maybe like 15 Gen 4 will get justice. Yeah. 15 years probably. It'd be a while. I don't imagine they remake a remake for a while. Granted, they did that with Gen 1. They kind of did that with Gen 1 with Let's Go, but even then it's a little different. BDSP was more of a port than remake, and a bad port. Oh, 100%. Yeah. You know what was crazy? Have you seen Rayquaza following you in that game? It's like a worm. I mean, it's the tiniest thing in the world. It's so pathetic There's a mod that you can download. There's a lot. What's cool about that, since that game was made in Unity, I think is what it is. There's a lot of modding that can be done to the game pretty easily. So if you have a hacked Switch, modding it's actually pretty easy. And it's like, people have some amazing mods in that game. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool what you can do in that. Oh, goodness. Renegade Platinum is like a mod for it, I believe. Right, yep. There's been some really, really cool mods that they've come out with. I've watched a video on it, and I was like, damn. There's some, like, very intense mods they've done. A lot of them, like, I know one of them, the biggest one, is they switched, or they fixed the following Pokemon to actually be good-looking. You know, like, actually scale well. I'm too scared to mod my Switch. I will be modding mine when I get a new Switch. I'm too scared as well, but when I get the OLED Switch, if I go out today and I find the Pokemon Switch, I might have to mod this old Switch. Because I've got a moddable Switch. But that OLED Switch looks so good. Ugh. I wonder how easily it is, though, to transfer over your game and save files from Switch to Switch. I don't know if it's very easy, but that'll be an interesting transition. What? Happiny? What the hell? How did I run into a Happiny? Is it Happiny or Happini? Most people say Happini. What's the easiest game to shiny hunt in? Probably Legends Arceus. Probably Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus, and then probably after that, Let's Go. But definitely Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is incredibly easy to get shinies in. Because you can improve the odds and their overworld shinies. You can improve the odds pretty easily. And their overworld shinies, so you get them pretty quickly. I shiny hunted for 10 hours in that game and got 10 shinies. If you watch the video, I have a video on it. I got 10 shinies in 10 hours. I don't think you could do that in any other game. Even Let's Go wasn't that easy. Guys, we're at 24-14. Still no shiny. This is crazy. This game, I swear, it's bugged. This game is bugged. Doesn't have the shiny. I'm making some fried chicken with some fried mushrooms for breakfast. Interesting. I don't like mushrooms, but I do like fried chicken. I do like some fried chicken. Like chicken and waffles for breakfast. I don't know if I've ever had chicken and waffles for breakfast, but I know that's a popular breakfast, but I've never done that. The new starters might grow onto the Sword and Shield did. Oh, I love the starter Pokemon, like the original ones. I haven't seen any of their evolutions. I haven't seen any of the leaks. I'm hoping they're good, but no, I love the starters. I'm definitely Team Fuecoco, but I haven't seen the final starters yet. Have they shown any of the mid-evolution or final evolutions in the Pokemon trailers yet? It's 140 where I'm at. Oh yeah, it's only 940 here. It's only 940 here, so I think most people are eating breakfast. Most people here are eating breakfast, of course. But I like the new legendaries, though. Yeah, the new legendaries look pretty awesome. I'm pretty stoked about those. They look really good. All right, 24, 420. I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I am going to end a little early. I'm really tempted. I want to see if I can get a Switch. So next time you might be seeing me play on a brand new Switch. You won't notice the difference because it won't make any difference for you. But for me, it'll make a difference. So I'm going to head out, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Good number to end it on, 24, 420. We didn't get the shiny today, but hopefully we get it Monday. Monday, 8 a.m. EST. I will be live next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.